What difference has the panel made, do you think, to AXA's overall strategy? I think the difference made by the panel is that it's opening our eyes to new avenues, pretty unconventional ones, because the very diverse background of the panel members is helping us give a different look at some of the issues we have. As an example, if I look at what we've been doing on our investments, it has led us to accelerate the efforts we've made to divest from some non-sustainable industries like coal. We had a pretty interesting discussion this morning on the way we could bring insurance solutions to underprivileged fractions of the population in the emerging world. And we were deeply interested by what some of the panelists had to share on their experience with health insurance in Africa and India. It's opening our eyes because they have an understanding of what are the customer needs and what are the pretty out of the logic box and creative solutions, which we do not necessarily have, maybe because we are too much embedded in our comfort of being a large company operating mostly in the developed world. So I think this panel is bringing a lot, giving us a fresh and very rejuvenating look at some of the issues we have to face, and it's giving us very good ideas to develop the business further, accelerate the growth, and serve populations which before didn't have access to insurance. So overall, a very helpful panel, and a lot of engagement from the panel members, which we are very grateful for.
Where do you see that the panel has had a positive impact? I think the panel, at least we'd like to think, that the panel lends to AXA's very competent team a different perspective. We just ask questions, so we ask the impossible questions, questions that you don't think of. How about thinking about innovation in a different way? For instance, have you ever thought of another way of conducting your model? Have you thought of another way of doing this business? Why are you doing the same thing in the same way? So these are some of the questions we discussed.
How would you define your own role as an individual within the panel? I have been at the helm of the growth of M-Pesa. We have managed to do something that is completely radical, completely phenomenal, in that we've been able to pass a mass product that has driven financial inclusion in our country, which is an emerging market. So from my experience, I believe I can guide the panel on experiences and opportunities and how to find solutions in emerging markets and penetrate such markets and find solutions that are suitably priced and suitably placed for emerging markets.
What issues has the panel discussed, and what issues should it discuss? One of our central topics has been how to tap the billions of emerging consumers in Africa, Asia, and Latin America who desperately need financial services of high quality and of deep relevance, and who could be an enormous source of revenue, profitability, and impact into the future. What issues should we discuss? How innovation, as derived in emerging markets, can be applied to radically simplify and improve the insurance policies offered in emerged markets from Europe and the US through Japan.